Hello students, welcome you back to the course of cloud computing. We are in the final topic of unit 3. Today's lecture we will be studying about cloud storage. Basically, cloud storage is a service model in which data is maintained, managed, backed up remotely and made available to users over a network, typically the internet. So cloud is nothing but an organization or a setup which is offering services, and all the services will be having data which has to be backed up and maintained, that is being maintained in something called as the cloud storage. So this is an online version of our hard drive. So we are not maintaining it in our computer, but it is in some other device which may be a virtual server. And the benefit is the file is saved on a cloud and can be accessed by any device anywhere if you have an internet access. And important files, photos, videos, they can be saved, and they will not be lost if the computer crashes. If I am saving it in my computer, should there be a system crash, all my files will be deleted. But since this is maintained in the cloud, we don't need to worry about our system crashes, and it is easy for us to share the files among friends and family. Basically, the example is our Google Photos. Whenever you take a photo on your mobile camera, it is being immediately automatically stored in your Google Photos folder. And it is just enough if that folder is being shared with your family and friends. Each time you take a photo, you don't need to take the pain of keeping it on WhatsApp and sending it. If the folder, that Google Photos folder, is shared among your family and friends, each time you take a photo, automatically it will be going to this shared drive which can be accessed by your friends. So this is a very good example of our cloud storage. So basically, it is a cluster of interconnected server farms. I already told you the terminology farm. So this is provided by the cloud storage service, and it is connecting that particular farm to your computer. And we will see in the next slide how this is done. And basically two operations are being done, mainly an upload operation and a download operation. So in order to do this, you require a web browser. Of course, the internet connection is required, so we need a web browser, and we need some software program or application provided by the cloud service provider. At times it is optional. When we are going in a Google Drive, you don't use any separate software. In any of these browsers, automatically the upload and download happens. But for some specific applications, you will require an app or a software program. So as you can see here, we have the virtual servers in server farms in the internet cloud, and you need a very good internet connection. So your computer storage is there, and whatever is here can be uploaded or downloaded to the cloud. That is what we are trying to say. So this both way arrow means you can either upload or download. And on your computer, if needed, you definitely need to have the web browser, and optionally you may require an operating system or a specific application. And if it is your mobile, you might be needing a Wi-Fi connectivity and so on. So this is the setup for uploading and downloading data from the cloud storage. So these are the 5 examples for cloud storage services which are free at the entry level. We know very well already in the first unit itself we studied. So Google Drive up to 15 GB it is allowing free. And if you have Google Suite, if you have paid for Google Suite, it will allow more space for your Google Drive. Similarly, Microsoft OneDrive also. So all these are basic entry level storage which are free of cost. And if you want beyond this, if the storage capacity should be more than this, then you have to go and pay for it and accordingly use it. So normally download of files as zip files. So if I want to download from Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox, all this allows. Entire folder can be uploaded or downloaded. But in iCloud, downloading an entire folder will be not possible. You need to have some special features. So all this type of differences will determine what type of design you have to make and what other features are required. Similarly, for online sharing and publishing of stored files, OneDrive, Google Drive, all this has the same type of common features. You have a account with the web browser, you can do it. But in iCloud alone, you have to use some special option by which you should have shared or published the data. So the main cloud-based storage architecture models we've already seen. So the storage can be either in the form of a public cloud or a private cloud or a hybrid or community cloud. And where exactly it comes, you have seen the cloud service layers. We saw the layers of cloud computing. So the same thing we are mentioning here. Hosting is nothing but the physical layer. On top of it we have the storage layer. Platform is nothing but the OS or operating system part. Development and application are the application layers, and the service is provided on the top layer. So the storage will be available with the host, and through a platform and an application it is made available to the user on top at the service level. So we'll stop here and continue with the architecture of cloud storage in the next lecture. Thank you.